Taylor Swift's jet took 170 flights last year. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's episode. It's not about Taylor Swift, it's about the truth about celebrities and their private jets. We're going to delve into this world and give you some interesting information here and talk about the truth about these celebrities and their private jets or their non-private jets. So, now, first of all, we see all this jet tracking going on X or Twitter, naming and sharing stars, aeroplanes and where they've been going and whatnot, and a lot of these celebrities have been attacked because they flew a lot. But what some people don't realise is that some of these celebrities actually charter their planes out when they're not using it. So with all this tracking that's going on is not necessarily, they're not necessarily flights that the celebrity's on. Some of them, their aeroplane being chartered out or even positioning an aeroplane from one place to the next. So, you know, people could be criticised because there's a private jet flying from Van Nuys to Long Beach, which is a short flight, but it may actually be a positioning flight down to Long Beach to pick up a paying passenger to do a charter. And you're pointing your finger at the celebrity saying, oh, they flew from Van Nuys to Long Beach, they could have gone by car. No, that was a positioning flight to pick up a charter. So that's another thing that you need to know. How much these aeroplanes cost? A G650 is about $60 million to buy. It's about 6 to 8 million a year to run if you're flying about 400 hours a year. But you know, you can charter this type of airplane for about $10,000 to $12,000 an hour, and a lot of celebrities actually do charter. Take for example Beyonce. Beyonce doesn't own her own airplane; she charters. While you've got Oprah Winfrey, she owns her own jet. So there you go. I mean, they could both own or they could both charter, but you know, one chose to go in one direction and one chose to go in another direction, and that's perfectly fine. You know, some of them have. They buy into the fractional ownership deals that are out there with NetJets or FlexJet and that. That's another option. But you also see quite a few celebrities travelling on commercial airlines. Take Keanu Reeves, for example, was spotted flying economy recently. Emma Watson, spotted on British Airways. And even Prince William and Princess Kate on the occasional Ryanair or EasyJet flight, flying with a low-cost airline. So, you know, not every star lives in the clouds on their own fancy private jet with a flying apartment in it. The truth is, you know, private jets are not just luxury. They are tools. And, you know, for these celebrities, you know, they use it, and a lot of these celebrities are also in businesses and that, you know, they need to get from A to B to do their events, their concerts and whatnot, and they need to be rested. Also, it's also a security thing. You imagine if these people were to fly commercial, you know, just the security around them to get through the airport, to get onto an airplane would be a nightmare. While, you know, if they're flying private, they can actually, very often enough, drive the car straight up to the airplane and get on the airplane and in the air. So there's many reasons why these celebrities own or fly private. And so it's, you know, it's too easy to point your finger. You need to sort of understand why this is happening, the costs involved. And of course, you've got the whole tax thing as well. You know, some of these celebrities are making $500, $600, $700 million a year. And if they can write off the acquisition of a jet and the use of a jet, which keeps them safer, performing better, so that when you see them on TV or when you go to their concert, that they're at their best, which is what everybody wants. You know, when Taylor Swift goes to sing at one of her concerts, you want to be in best shape possible to perform that concert in the best possible way for her fans. And so flying private jet helps Taylor Swift perform the way she performs. And so, you know, if you've got that kind of money, why not use it to improve your performance? But too many people look at the private jet as a luxury item. It's not a luxury item. It's a convenience that if you've got the money, why not? So that's all from me on this episode of BizJet TV. If you haven't read my book, The Quantum Economy, all about private jets and business of the future, or my other book that just came out, Be Aware But Don't Care, check those out on the link below. Go to Amazon, have a read, order the book, read it and review it. That would be great, much appreciated. And also remember to subscribe to BizJet TV. Lots of content here if you want to find out more about private aviation. You know, hop around the channel here, over 1,100 videos and more coming. And that's all from Fabrizio Poli here on BizJet TV, and I'll see you in the next one.